We'll begin with the training. So like I said, this is our fourth online Kreeda Gyan Pariksha, which will be held on 8th December. The time is from 5 morning to 5 in the evening. The prices just I have told 1,50,000, 25,000 and 11,000, and they are sponsored by Chaitanya Kumar Kashyap Foundation. The minimum age for the exam is 12 years, and for the prize it will be 12 to 15, 25 years only. So we are going price between that category only. Like I said, there will be three types of registration: individual registration, group registration, and bulk registration. Okay, so three type of registration will be there, and for the registration as well and for the exam as well, we need to have computer, mobile, laptop, or tablet. Any electronic device between these can work. Just the basic requirement for the exam or registration is you must have a stable internet connection. So wherever you have stable internet connection, you can give the exam or do the registration. We just need to note the two important dates, which are: our individual registration will be closed on 6th December 2024. Our exam is on 8th December, and individual registration will be closed on 6th December, 2 days before exam. And bulk registration will be closed on 30th November. So after 30th November, there will be no bulk registration. So these two important dates we need to keep in mind. Individual registration 6th December and bulk registration 30th November. So we'll proceed. So first we'll see how we can do the individual registration. So for individual registration, everyone is aware about the Google or Microsoft Edge search engine. So you can open this on your mobile or on your laptop, on computer, Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. After opening the one of the sites, you can enter our kridabharati.org link. This is our site, Kreeda Bharati site, kridabharati.org. So when you open kridabharati.org, currently you will be able to see the scrolling of inauguration pamphlet. It is scrolling down. It is scrolling just. Now you have to scroll down before that, after that pamphlet, and you will find the Kreeda Gyan Pariksha registration. When you scroll down, you will find Kreeda Gyan Pariksha registration. You have to click on the orange button, registration. Okay, this is one way to go to the registration page. First, you have to enter the URL on that Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge as kridabharati.org. Then scroll down. You will find registration. Click on the registration. Or there is a second way. You can just enter this URL, kridabharatikgp.org. Okay, you can enter directly this URL, kridabharatikgp.org, and you will get directed to the registration page. So in this registration page, you will see the prices mentioned over here, the sponsorer of our prices, and the different tabs, different buttons are given here: new registration, group registration, check status, about Kreeda Bharati, demo pariksha, demo exam. Then there is a terms and condition, refund and cancellation, contact us, and admin login. Okay, so this is how our registration page will look. If we are going to individual registration, then we have to click on the new register, this blue button, new register. Once we click on the new register, this page will open, or this form will open, in which we have to fill all the information given in this page: first name, last name, date of birth, mobile number, gender, email ID, reference, state, and district. So this every information we need to fill, and we need to fill it very carefully. All the star marked fields are mandatory. We have to enter all star marked field. If we are not entering all the fields, it will not allow us to go to the next page, or we are not able to make the payment. Okay, so we need to enter all the information, and all the star mark field are compulsory. And there is one more thing. Whenever we are entering the information, we need to be careful. The information should be right, whatever we are entering. Why it needs to be correct, or why it need to be right? Because whichever mobile number you are entering over here in the mobile number, the user ID and password will go to that mobile number. Okay, so if you are entering the mobile number, and if there is some mistake while entering the mobile number, or one digit here and there if it happens, then user ID and password will go to that mobile number. So if the user will not able to receive the user ID and password, they will not be able to give the exam. So while entering each and every information, we need to be careful. We need to enter the correct mobile number, then first name, last name, and date of birth. This should be as per Aadhaar. Why we are saying this should be as per Aadhaar? Because if the examinees or student or any person, individual, whenever they are giving exam and they win the prizes, so when they win the prize, we need to verify that with the bank as well, with the Aadhaar as well. Because nowadays most of the banks have Aadhaar linked, and whatever information we are putting over here in the first name, last name column, based on that only we are issuing the check. If this information is not correct, then check will be not issued in the corrected name, and that participant maybe get problem in the bank to encash that prize money. So this information also needs to be corrected: first name, last name, date of birth, mobile number, gender. Then there is a column of reference. So what should we enter in that reference column? We need to enter the school name, the company name, or the organization's name. Wherever that participant belong, that needs to be entered in the reference column. Okay, so if you want to have a list of the school in which how many students are participated, if you want to have that data, then you must enter the correct reference in this column. Don't enter any other or something else like that. If you want to have the proper information, from which school how many students giving exam, from which organization how many students are giving exam, if you want that data correctly, then put correct information in the reference column. Then there is a state and district column. So you have to select the state properly and district properly as well. Why? Because based on state, the district list will appear, and based on state and district, your kshetra and prant will directly will come automatically here. So we there is no need to select kshetra or prant. We just have to select the state from the drop down. You can see the arrows over here. So from the drop down, you have to select the state correctly, and based on the state, you have to select the district correctly. So based on these two, the kshetra and prant will automatically come. If you make the mistake in entering these details, then again what happen? The participants registration will show in another state or another district. Then you will not be able to get the correct information from which states how many participants are there, from which districts how many participants are there. And if the state is incorrect, then kshetra and prant will also get incorrect. So again, if you want to have data kshetra wise or prant wise, so this information will not come correct. So entering each and every information, we must be careful. After entering, we should have 2 minutes pause. Just look at the information, whatever we are entering, whether it is correct or not, and then only we have to proceed. So after entering every information, we have to click on make payment. The blue button you can see below. You just have to click on the make payment. Once you click on the make payment, this payment gateway will open. This payment window will open. You are able to see the amount to pay, 20 rupees, because we are doing individual registration, and our donation towards exam is 20 rupees. So you are seeing over here 20 rupees. And here are the options. Okay, different options: UPI, card, net banking, wallet, and scan. You can select any option between these and make the payment. You can scan the barcode and make the payment, or select any of the option: debit card, credit card, net banking, UPI, and make the payment. Once you make the payment and payment is successful, user will immediately receive user ID and password. Okay, so here individual registration process close. Once you enter all the information, then make the payment. User will immediately receive the user ID and password. So this is about individual registration. Then we are going forward with the group registration. The second type of registration is group registration. So why group registration? In individual registration, you can do registration for only for one person. But in group registration, if you have more than one person, two person, three person, five person, 10, 15, 20, up to 60, you can do registration under group registration. So no user ID and password will require for group registration. From 2 to 60, you can do group registration. So if any school or any organization ask you, ki we'll do the registration of our students on our own, you can tell them ki, you can do the registration from group registration. So again, on our kridabhartikgp.org website or registration page, you can see the blue color tab besides new registration, group registration. So you just have to click on the group registration. Once you click on the group registration, this type of window will open. The information to fill up is same. Whatever we fill in individual registration, the same information we have to fill under group registration. First name, last name, date of birth, mobile number, gender, email ID, reference. See, you can see over here in reference, we already said ki school, college or institute name should be there. So you have to enter all the information in this table. The difference only individual registration, group registration is individual registration, the information is form, and in group registration, it is in table format. Then you have to select the state and district correctly. Like I said, under individual registration, in group registration as well, we have to select the state and district properly, because based on that, our kshetra and prant will automatically come here. We don't need to select any kshetra or prant over here. It will automatically come based on your state and district. If now you can see only three line items over here. If we want to add more registration, if we want to add more name to the table, we have to click on this add one more record. Okay, you can see the green button below the three. So we have to click on this add one more record. So it will add one more row. So how many records you want to create? So that many times you have to just click on this add one more record. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can click on this and add one more record. After entering the all information, there is another information below the table filled by mobile number and email ID. Okay, so after completing the list, we need to enter this information as well. So whoever is filling the information, we need to put the name in the filled by column, his or her mobile number and email ID. So if I am doing registration of 15 students, I will enter my name in filled column, my mobile number over here, and my email ID. And you see star mark. So all star mark filled are mandatory. Unless and until we put each and every information in the star mark field, the system will not let us allow to go to the next page. After putting entire information, we have to click this on validate button. This green button you are able to see in the bottom, left bottom. So we have to click on the validate button. Once we click on the validate button, system will validate each and every record. So if you put 10 records, system will validate one by one 10 records. If you put 15 records, system will validate one by one 15 records. What is it validating? System will validate whether you have entered the mobile number correctly or not, whether you have entered the date of birth correctly or not, whether you have entered the first name, last name correctly or not. So each and everything will be validated by system. And if there is an error, if you enter the mobile number instead of 10 digit, if you enter it 9 digit or 8 digit, it will give you error. The mobile number in this line is not correct. Then you have to go to that line, you have to correct the mobile number and then again press to the validate. If The system is showing you the duplicate record, uh, the similar kind of record entered in the table. Then there is an option of delete in the action column. You are able to see here action column. So if there are duplicate record, you just have to click on the delete on one of the record, and your duplicate record will be deleted. And after deleting duplicate record, again you have to press to the validate button. Once you press to the validate button, system will take us to the next page. Okay, so here all your information will be seen, and the batch number will be generated. Over here you can see the batch number will be generated, and you are able to see here the total amount. Right now over here uh, three individual details we have filled, so only 60 rupees are showing. So how many records you are putting up there, based on that the amount will show. And then you have to click on make payment. The blue button you can see over here, you have to click on make payment. When you click on make payment, again you will see the gateway window, payment gateway window. You will see the amount, how much amount you have to pay based on the number of records you entered. Then you will able to see the different payment option, scan, or different card, net banking, wallet. You can use any payment option and make the payment. And once you make the payment, the user will immediately receive the user ID and password based on the mobile number provided. So again, I'm saying, while entering information, whatever information we are going to enter, please make sure that information is correct. Because if the information is wrong, or if we mistakenly put the incorrect information, the correction of information is not possible. The correction of mobile number is not possible. And our user ID and password will be generated based on the information provided. So please be careful while entering the information. So this is the process of bulk registration, group registration. Now we'll move to bulk registration, the third type. So for bulk registration, again we have to go to our kreedabharatikgp.org site. Then you can see below about Kreeda Bharati in blue, there is admin login. So we have to click on this admin login for bulk registration. So for bulk registration, you need to have user ID and password. And this bulk registration facility is available only with our Kreeda Bharati representatives. This bulk registration facility is not available with anyone. This is available with only our authorized Kreeda Bharati representatives. I believe you all must have received your user ID and password till date. If not, you can give your information in required format to your Prant Mantris, and they can follow it to the center team, and we can create your user ID and password. So for bulk registration, once you click on the admin login, this window will open. In this window, you have to enter your username and password, which you got. Once after entering the username and password, you have to click on login, this blue button. Once you click on the login, this type of window will open. Okay, so why bulk registration? Because in group registration we only do a registration till 60. Only 60 participants we can register at a time. But in bulk registration, we can register more than 100 participants at a time. 100, 200 participants we can register at a time. And this is very easy process. If your Excel file is correct, it is properly, the record in the Excel files are maintained properly, entered properly, then it is hardly 10-15 minutes job to get the bulk registration done. And within that 10-50 minutes, we can do the registration more than 100 participants at a time. So once we enter our username, password and login, we can go to this window. In this window, you will be able to see whose name is there, from whose name it is logged in. Then you can able to see the bulk registration in the blue text. So we have to click on this bulk registration. After clicking on this bulk registration, this window will open. Okay, so to proceed with the bulk registration, we need to have Excel file. And from where will we get that Excel file? We can get that Excel file from here. You can see besides home page, there is a download Excel in orange. Okay, so when you click on this download Excel, you will be able to download the Excel file, which we already provide, in which format you have to give the information. You have to use only this downloaded Excel file and no other Excel file from your laptop or no other Microsoft Excel file. You just download this Excel file. So when you click on the download Excel file, this window will open. Okay, and this pop-up will be there. Do you want to download KB Excel file for bulk upload.xlsx? So you just have to click on the download, and this file will get download in your computer under downloads or download folder. So from there you can copy this download file and paste it in your computer or desktop, wherever you want to have. And when you open that Excel file, this Excel file will look like this. Okay, so information is same: first name, last name, date of birth, mobile number, gender, email ID, reference, pin code, state and district. So whether it is individual registration, group registration or bulk registration, the information is same. Just the format of registration is different. And in Excel file, the format for entering data, they have already given. Again, in the Excel file, we have to select the state name. The drop down will appear here. You just have to click on that arrow, then state name will appear. So you have to select the state name. Based on state name, the district name will appear. Then you have to select the district name. After selecting these two, then below information should be filled, and it should be filled in the given format only. Like the format for date, they have given dd/mm/YYYY. So in this format only we should maintain or entered our date of birth. Suppose the date of birth is of the one of the participant is 1st January 1990. So how will we put that? 1st January 01, two digits of the date 01, two digits of the month 01 between slash. So 01/01/ and 4 digit of year 1990. So this is a format for date. Dash or dot is not allowed in this format. If you put dash or dot, your file will not be validated. And if your file will not be validated, then you are not able to do the registration or make the payment. So be very careful when you are putting any information or data in this Excel file. Similarly, mobile number should be 10 digit, not 8 digit, not 9 digit, not 11 digit. It should be 10 digit. So whenever you are putting data, just after entering the data, just sit back, look at the data for 2 minutes, whether we have put corrected information and not, and then only save the Excel file. Okay, so when you are saving the Excel file, it should be saved in this format only: XLS or XLSX. Like you are seeing here na .xlsx format. So in this format only you have to save your Excel file. If you save your Excel file in CSV format, it will not be able to, it will not allow you to upload the Excel file. So please put correct information and save the file in this format only. So once we save the file in this format, we just have to again go to our kgp.org page. Then we have to go to the admin login. Again, put our username and password in the given window. Login from there. Then go to that bulk upload, the blue text that I have shown earlier. Go to that bulk upload. And when you go to that bulk upload, you will be able to see this window. So earlier we have click on download Excel and downloaded the Excel. Now we have to put information from our Excel file to the system. So how will we do that? Besides download Excel, there is one button, import from Excel, shown in the orange. So you have to click on that import from Excel button. When you click on that import from Excel button, you will be able to see below choose file in blue text. Okay. So you have to click on that choose file. And when you click on that choose file, the computer window will open and it will ask from where you want to select the file. So wherever you saved your KB upload file, the bulk registration upload file, you have to select that file. And when you select that file, the file name will appear here. Once the file name appear, then you just have to click on this green button, import file. Okay. Once the file is selected, you have to click on this button, import file. So when you click on this import file, whatever records you entered in your Excel file, maybe it 50, 100, 200, all records will be shown in the table below. Okay. It will get imported from the Excel file to our system. So you will be able to see the records over here. The state and district will also come automatically from the file, but if it is not coming automatically from the file, then again you can select over here. You will be able to see the arrows over here. So you can select by clicking on that arrow. The drop down list will be there of your state and district. Based on state, district will be there, and state and district, based on that, kshetra and prant will come automatically. Okay. Then the below information filled by mobile number, email ID, no need to put this information. Why? Because uh, uh, from whose login ID we are entering this Excel file or importing this Excel file, that person's name will automatically come here. Filled by, person name automatically come, mobile number and email ID. So when we are creating the user ID, we all provide this information, mobile number, email ID and name. So that information will come automatically. We don't need to put anything over here. So once we import the Excel file, once we check the information, if you think, I missed one record and I need to add another record. So the button is given over here, add one more record. We just have to click on this button, add one more record. Another row will get added, and then you have to just add the missed record. Whatever record you have missed in the Excel file, you can add you can add directly over here. So after entering everything in this table, the below bottom there is a validate button. So we have to click on that validate button. So once we click on the validate button, system will validate each and every record. Okay. So if we have put 100 records, if we have entered 200 records, system will validate one by one each and every record to see that whether you have put the information correct or incorrect information is there. So again, system will check date of birth is in correct format or not. Your mobile number, you have put 10-digit mobile number or not, or there is some error, 8-digit or 9-digit mobile number is there, or 11-digit mobile number is there, or duplicate record is there. So each and every row gets validated in the system. And if the system found any error, the error will be shown. This error, this the error in your file. So you can correct that. If there are more than 100 records or more than 50 records, to see each and every record one by one, it will be tiresome job or it will be hectic. So we suggest कि you go to your Excel file once again, check the record in your Excel file, then correct that record in your Excel file, save that Excel file, and again import that Excel file, rather doing corrections over here. Because 10-15 records, if 10-15 records are there, you can easily correct it here. More than 50 records are there, so checking one by one record will be hectic or will be tiresome. So it's better to correct it in Excel and import Excel file once again. And when you upload the import file, Excel file, you have to again click on validate. So unless and until your records or Excel file is get validated, you will be not able to move to the next page, that is payment option. Once your Excel file get validated, you just have to click on validate, and after clicking on validate, you will be able to see this type of window. Okay, so see, based on the state and district, Kshetra and Prant is automatically came. You will be able to see the scan option over here, and the batch number will also be generated. Whatever file you are uploading, for that every time unique batch number will be generated. So like for individual registration and group registration, there are multiple options for payment. But in case of bulk registration, there is a only option for scan. Only UPI payment is allowed. So you have to scan the QR code, and after scanning the QR code, based on the records you enter, you have to make the payment. That amount will also show below the QR code. Once you make the payment, 12-digit UPI number will be generated. Okay, once you make the successful payment, it will give you 12-digit UPI number. That UPI number we have to enter in this box shown below the QR code. Okay, so it is mandatory to enter the 12-digit UPI number to validate or to successfully complete your registration for bulk registration. And the UPI number also should be correct. Why it needs to be corrected? Because the UPI number you entered in this box and the UPI number we able to see in the bank statement, or UPI number came in the bank statement, the system will match that both UPI number. And once that UPI number get matched in the system, then only your registration, bulk registration, will be successful, and then only the participants will able to get their user ID and password. So request everyone, please enter this UPI number correctly. It is 12-digit UPI number. It comes in digit only, no alphanumeric characters, only digits are there, and the batch number. So these two numbers you need to have with you. You should keep somewhere, because if there is a payment problem or user ID and password issue, we can resolve that issue, or we can get that information based on the batch number and UPI ID. So when you enter UPI ID, you have to click on this save all records, and when save all records done, this window will appear, in which you can see the batch number, batch date, kshetra name, prant name, and UPI number, the one you entered. And once the batch is mapped, okay, mapped means once the batch number that you entered and batch number from the bank statement, they both mapped, then only you will be able to click on the print, and from this print you will be able to download the information that you entered in the batch. So whatever information, that first name, last name, mobile number, the user ID and password of the participant will be there. So once the payment confirmed in the bank, UPI number mapped in the system, you will be able to download this information, where you will be able to get the username and password for the participants. So that's why I'm telling you, UPI number mentioning it correct is very important. So this is how our bulk registration process will get over. So that's how I explain the three processes: individual registration, group registration, and bulk registration. So there are few points that needs to remember. For group registration and individual registration, user will immediately receive user ID and password. But in case of bulk registration, it will take minimum 48 hours, 24 hours to 48 hours to receive the user ID and password. because that UPI number needs to map in the system. Payment needs to be confirmed in our bank. So 12-digit UPI number is very mandatory. Batch number and 12-digit UPI number you must save somewhere with you. Then the password you received for
मैडम एक
registration.
मिनट मैडम, मैं अशोक बात कर रहा हूँ. आपका
Yes,
स्क्रीन
sir.
नहीं शेयर करता है. देखो दूसरा है रम्या उशु स्क्रीन से प्रेजेंटिंग. दूसरा स्क्रीन इज प्रेजेंटिंग मैडम.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sure why it has happened. Okay. Also.
ओके. नो ओके मैडम,
Okay.
नो ओके.
Now, okay. Okay. So I hope bulk registration process everyone seen na. Or shall I repeat once again? Okay. 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 So there are just few points that I want everyone to remember or take care of.
No, only
Uh,
clarification that is required
Sorry.
on bulk registration. What will
Sir,
be the maximum?
let me just finish the points to remember. Just give me 2 minutes and we'll have the questions. Yeah, thank you. Points to remember are ki whatever user ID and password you have received, please do not share it with anyone, whether it is examination user ID or password, or whether it is your login ID, the admin user ID and password. They are given to you, and please do not share that with anyone. Then batch number and 12-digit UPI reference is mandatory. Please keep it safe with you, because if you found any error from that batch number or UPI ID, we can able to solve that. We can able to resolve that issue. Group registration and individual registration, they will immediately get the user ID and password, but for bulk registration you will require minimum 48 hours to receive the password. Please put all the information whatever you are entering in English only, because our user ID and password will be generated based on that English only. So please do not put any information in any other language. Please use English only. Then first name, last name, date of birth should be as per Aadhaar, because when the participant receives the prize, we will be able to validate that based on the Aadhaar, and it will be very easy for him or her as well to get the prize money from the bank easily. Then there is a whatever information you put, the name, first name, last name, mobile number, selection of state and district, please make sure it is correct, because it will be not rectified after your registration is done. So if you want your records to be correct, kindly put the correct information. Okay, these are the only things that I want to share.